those values which are common, those can be added in the common configuration.
I mean, but what is that doing?
It's essentially saying that, okay, these are the breakpoints we're going to use. This is needed. That's the first step, actually. I forgot to tell you that. The first step they need to do that add those breakpoints here in common configuration in the breakpoints field. Looks like you know already all these.
Who, me?
Mm.
I'm just nodding.
Okay.
He's just encouraging.
Okay.
Learning.
Right.
So you have to add these breakpoints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's just.
Mm-hmm.
Who has to add them? Like at what point?
Version 1 stories, business requirements, you go over them and they will
Specify
say,
what
okay,
breakpoints
from
are.
this breakpoint, they won't say exactly these are the values.
Says
This
here
to
there's
this,
all three,
it's you add this. So based on that,
But
you
he's not looking
pick
for it this way,
those
he's
values and you enter them.
Okay. All right. So that specifies the breakpoints for this particular site.
Mm-hmm.
And then I specify the ads, which will display and at which breakpoints.
Yeah, add slots.
Hmm.
And this is this is that same file. It's just the top of it.
Mhm.
Right.
See, I see. Okay.
Right. It's that drop down at
Yeah,
the very
yeah.
top.
Confused. Okay.
Yeah, because I was looking at the one from my HAC and I saw that we had some breakpoints. They're weird. I've never seen these.
Yeah, they have changed breakpoints. It's not like in Medley.
Okay.
Yep.
Need to go? Okay.
Just give us a second. We're relocating.
Thank you.
Veronica is the only one red.
So we were thinking, like, we'll either go to my laptop, we'll go to that area, or we'll go to our desk.
Is this one purple?
Oh my goodness.
It's open.
Nice.
I like this place.
Mm-hmm. You what?
I like this
It's
place.
nice.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna sit here.
It's chilly. See, where's gonna be the best spot for whoever?
Probably you and Sharon over there where y'all can ask questions. Okay. We're good. And then since you're recording that, you could probably just kind of project to the computer and everything and show things there.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone who wants to go back and watch it.
I am sharing, right? Yeah, you are
Yep.
sharing. Okay. So, you want to move to the next start slot?
Is one coming?
It's not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to next one, which is RPO1. RPO1 is a right rail ad, 300 by 250. So there is a default size for it, 300 by 250, which we added here. Next, between 1 and 748, we don't want it to display. So that's why 1 says no sizes. The next one is 748. That's the implication that between 1 and 745, we're not going to see this ad slot, 300 by 250 square. So I'm going to resize this and show you. As you can see, it's not there in the mobile breakpoint. So I'm increasing it. And so it's 747. You don't see it yet. But once I hit 740 and above, you see it changed. Page changed.
Should we be seeing the ad at this
Just taking
point?
back to load.
Can
There,
you guys hear me?
right rail ad, 300 by 250.
But it seems like it should have showed up at 748.
Generally it does, but the whole page needs to change, right? And AJC, I've seen that free sites are generally slower compared to other sites, so It takes time for it to show up.
Okay, yeah, there is.
See, the next one is 990 and above. It can go between 300 by 250 or 300 by 600. So it rotates. I'm gonna go here again, increase the size. So now at any point it can change based on number of creatives available. 300 by 600 should show up sometime, which it's not because the same line item is serving medley and method to all sites. So we don't have so many 300 by 600s that it will show up here.
So let me ask this though, but shouldn't there be a test ad in DFP slotted for every available slot?
That will be like in thousands. We are using
Why?
only one line item because Dan has set it up that way that it just says environment, or environment is the word, is medley, comma method. And he's just put all possible ad slots used on both medley and method and
Okay.
put about 160 creatives of different sizes. So there are plenty of 300 by 250s because that's a very commonly used creative. But the 300 by 600s are rare. So there aren't many of them. So typically when I've seen that I'm looking for a certain ad size to show up, but it refuses to show up after multiple refreshes, I go and add some more creatives of the same size in the line item, which I will show it to you. It's a whole different thing, whole different world. I don't want you to get confused yet. So, and it eventually shows up.
How can they enforce the 600 in medley by going into Agility and removing one of those sizes?
We can force
So
it, yeah.
Can you do that? How would you do that in here? Or would that be useful?
We'd have
Can
to
you guys
change
hear
the
me?
mapping and make it
Yeah,
a
we need
little
to change.
messy.
Basically, you need to remove the 300 by.
Well, probably for our test purposes, as long as we restore it.
Well, yeah, totally. And you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
always restore it in Agility too,
Yeah.
mentally. You just, yeah, I would do it, just make sure it lines up. If I really want to see that 600,
Because I'll tell you, the 600 is important because that's
Okay, let's try that.
Because that's one that we sell, right? So when
Mhm.
Kroger takes over, they'll take and what do we call the
Wrap,
Wallpaper?
wallpaper? What code is that one?
WPO1.
WPO1, and they'll take the
2,
HP01, and then they'll take the 600 RPO1. And those are the ones we for sure always want to make sure that they happen because that's what advertising sells for big money.
Okay. So I removed the 300 by 250.
So
Let's
now
see.
in theory,
It should show up. There.
perfect.
Do you have to do anything special for the wallpaper ad outside of what you've mentioned?
No, as long as the creative is there and slot is there, code is there, it should show up.
and so to put it back in, you just hit edit.
So I
and
click
then
on
you have to-
edit.
Oh, right, because you just took it out of that breakpoint.
Mhm.
This is where you have to hit enter and save.
Yeah, for some reason it's matching when you hit the enter.
So you enter the ad size, and then you enter,
Mhm.
select enter on the keyboard,
Mhm.
and then save the metadata.
It's almost like tags, meta tags. Well, probably is.
Actually, yeah.
It
Yeah.
is, I think they're
Yeah.
meta tags, right? So you want the meta tag to match, that's why you have to do the enter and then it will. Because you couldn't just enter any size.
We can. If you want, we can enter any size here. But it's if it's not there in the code, it's irrelevant.
Right, yeah.
If it's not what?
There in the code, it's irrelevant.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think This looks like Dan set this up because I can tell he created
Oh, yeah, he
his name's
did.
on the file. So
He showed it in the demo. This is what
Okay.
he used.
then we can figure out.
Rebecca can go over these sizes and see if they are the same for AJC and other site
They
fit
definitely
sites.
would be the same for AJC. I don't know about my AJC because I felt like we had one less breakpoint, but I can't remember if we were how it was previously. But when we decided on a method and we came up with another breakpoint, I don't know if my sites has one more or they're
Well,
back to equal.
there are
like-
4 because they're doing the 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column.
Okay,
thing.
so they
that's
should
what they're
be.
calling it. And then that first one where I say 320 px, they say mobile.
Yes,
They're
yes,
just
yes.
calling that mobile, but that's 1 column. That's your
Okay.
first, your lowest break point. But from what I understand and what we've been testing, we're still doing 1260, 960, 768, and then 320. So I'm not sure why, and I'm looking at the add slots file for my AJC that I already see set up in Dev, method swing, and it's got some whack values.
That's what I'm saying. I was
Yeah,
surprised
well,
at these values
I don't know
too.
who
They are.
put it file. I don't know.
Dan was probably
When you see it in the,
No, he's testing
And
as
then
far as you know
Swing
what
was on
AdOps has
Sci-Fi.
given him.
But
Oh,
these, look at that, 100, 400, 1,000 versus what do I see for Access Atlanta, which seems more in line with, our standard type breakpoints.
That's why I wondered who created it. So when you do it from the, here, I'll do it in a second. You did it, like, I know how to drill down to it and see the list view of where I see the file, and that tells you who created it. I don't know on,
I know Dan did it. He did.
Yeah.
He is working on paid sites, right?
It's probably just testing. Like I said.
Oh, yeah, of course, but, so we just need to verify with them if we're ready to put these on AJC and my
But they-
Hmm?
As far
So
as you
you
know,
might
my
be already-
agency
you
is
guys aren't
already
on
working.
any other site.
My agency is the only one
Right,
we've set up.
okay. So then it's already on Access Atlanta, we just need to confirm with them if we can take that same file and just put it on HSC. And in theory, we should be set up.
That would be perfect if you could. I know that my AJC shows less ads than AJC in general. Then they have a different template, but that's not to say they don't have the same ad sizes.
Cool.
Many of them are same.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was always designed to have less ads.
At least
right?
75%
Subscriber
are same.
service.
I don't know why these are green versus these gray.
They're different
This-
creatives.
Which gray ones on my agency?
Yeah,
They are just placeholders. Creative
So
is
when
not
it's
displaying
gray,
there.
It's just a placeholder.
Yeah.
it's not anything being served. The green one is actually serving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is one of my section pages. You see the gray here
Yeah, I
versus
wonder.
on my story page,
Right.
I'm actually seeing.
So he's done the
green.
card for the story page and the code is supporting it and actually making the call to
It's the
DFP
same
and
on my
serving.
page.
This
That's
is
not.
this is just
This is a
Which
placeholder.
section are you on, Sharon?
homepage. Was it homepage versus section page?
Which
Well,
section?
it's my homepage and my section page.
Yeah.
Homepage and my section page for my AJC.
MyAJC.com.
I'm on homepage. I don't see
Oops,
anything.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Preview
This is what she's talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh, okay.
This is
So
what
that
I'm
one's
talking
just
about.
that's not there's no ad there. That's fake.
These are the breakpoints he has specified for my agency. Yeah, it's all whack. That's nowhere close to the standard that I'm accustomed to seeing, so I don't know why he put that in there. And then I only have, well, that makes sense, RP1 and HPO1.
Because that's always
Those are
served
the
on.
ones, well, oh, yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
So we need to probably confirm with them why the sizes for MyAJC. Have you had any advertising cards yet? So we'll need to.
I'm sorry, Karen, go ahead, with your training. I'm so sorry. It's so
No.
rude.
No, but we're trying to figure out what
Yeah.
we need to set up right now. to
Yeah,
make
that's
sure we can
and that's
start
fine. That's why
testing.
I'm
So-
quietly listening.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go over other sizes and ask questions? So there is WPO1, which default size is 1200 by 90. It's always supposed to display that. And when it is 1 and 990 in between, nothing's going to display.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm seeing all this. I'm looking at Access Atlanta. I'm seeing all the ad slots that they have defined.
Mm-hmm.
Are we maintaining the ad slot name and the default size name somewhere as a point of reference?
Yes, we are. Good
So if you
question.
were to change it,
Outside of Methode. Outside of Methode. So if I'm creating a brand new site somewhere and I just need to know what the default size is for a particular ad slot name, where can I reference that?
Version 1 story is where all this
So you're
information should
putting
be.
in, all right, so it's in the.
Rebecca is putting all this information in version 1 stories. B16303 is one of them for section pages, which
So it's
Holly
probably,
sent.
yeah. So I had talked with you and Dan when we started this whole thing. Documentation in version 1, not good. So at some point, because, I don't know, going back to the Coxnet days, I really liked, we had those PSDs that showed you every available ad slot.
Rebecca is doing that actually
Yeah.
in this.
Okay.
She's done such a great job. She has
Yeah.
this PhDs and with all the ad slots and names.
Perfect. So that will
You
be our
follow those.
documentation that we'll need.
Yes.
Rebecca's
Someday.
times that, is that what you said?
Yeah, in those version 1
No,
stories,
I
there
just
are
didn't understand the name.
Vivica. Who are you saying?
Rebecca Fandino.
Rebecca.
Okay.
I am sorry.
No, I just,
My accent.
I want to make sure I.
I didn't hear that. And I know your accent. I don't know why I heard Vivica.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Well, but there's also an Indian named Vivek, and I thought it was a form of Vivek, and I was like, wait, I don't know this name. Okay.
Totally on.
Rebecca.
Fandino. I think I will say that.
There you go.
So we'll follow up, but you said she's working on that, so we'll know.
No, she already has them
Okay,
in
so,
stories.
Just as long, I think your point is just as long as they're not only in version 1.
yes, yeah, because it's hard to find stuff
It
after
is
the fact.
very
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Especially when they are closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Eventually, one day we have to put all this information, like we've been maintaining docs for ads in Medley. We have to create something like this for Methode also.
I got a page on the internet called Methode Ads. It has the videos that Dan recorded, but
Mhm.
we'll want to add more things to it. Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's a good place to shove everything right now.
Okay, so for WPO1, 990 and above, it should always be 1200 by 90.
Is that cited in the line item too?
Mhm.
Like a wallpaper ad? Is that all in that one line item you talked about?
Yes.
Okay.
And the line item being what we were just looking at. And
No, the line item is.
It's in DFP.
Yeah.
DFP. I haven't touched DFP yet.
Right.
Don't want to confuse anyone.
Right.
So this is 1200 by 90 and nine 990 and above should start showing up. Okay, there it is. It just is taking time to load on the page. The top, click here, Amelia Island ad that's displaying, that's the WPO one.
Are you
So-
okay in timeshare?
A few more minutes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm going about, there it is. It's not kicking in exactly after 990, but because it's page load time, it's taking a little bit of time to show up. Any questions about this?
So this page that you're showing right now is the equivalent of, or is there an equivalent in Medley of the ads? I believe there's 4 things in Agility, like ad slots, ad sizes, 2 of the things that I never did use. So
Ad units, we did not have to touch them
okay.
once the sync was run. Mainly ad sizes and ad slots.
That's lots.
Right, and those 2 have been wrapped up into this one
Mhm.
package. Okay. This is
Breakpoints were defined in inside ad slot, right? So essentially, yeah, those 2 comprise
now
of
or
this.
one in
Yeah.
this config file.
So much cleaner.
I mean, that was the Dan's, allowed to do the right thing the first time. It works out best. Agility was just such a
Mess, humongous mess.
humongous.
Dan said that James Greer loved this solution here. You like it better too?
Yes, I'm very happy with the solution.
Does each site get a configuration file?
Yes.
But we were just saying they could all be the same, pretty
We
much.
believe so, yeah. There's obviously a difference between the paid one, so we'll just want to confirm why, with Dan probably to say, hey, what? Because I think I am a little confused by his breakpoints. The one that you showed me didn't seem,
Same.
it didn't even kind of follow the same format that you're doing. He's doing,
I have seen that they're all different for all sites. Yes.
but they
That
shouldn't
makes
be,
sense to me.
but they should.
I don't know for my AJC if he's just testing with some random number or if
I want
that's
to make
what
sure
is
this
given.
is production values. That's all I care about. Yes, there are separate ones, I'm sure, for different sites, but newspaper as a whole, they're the same across, like all the free sites will use all the same ad slots and sizes.
Yep.
The My Sites will use all the same ad slots and ad sizes. So that's should be the same for us. So that's what I just want to confirm. But his format on the paid one, when we looked at the MyAGC ad config, just looks like I understand this. The My Site one, it's a little confusing. So we'll verify that with him, and then we'll go from there.
And you can get clarification from AdOps also.
So in reality, these tickets that we have, everything's really set up. So once we actually have the actual ad, it will just, in reality, auto-magically appear. Once that code just gets updated. So I have now done the HBO one for section pages, whatever the ticket is. Once we've uploaded the code, we're just verifying across all the section pages.
Yeah.
And then,
Assuming that all is well, flighted wise.
right,
If
But-
it done been flit in DFP.
right. And
That's been done. So
if we don't, then that's when we can start figuring it out. But I think this is actually much more simpler than it was previously. So if we'll just confirm with Dan, and we'll probably meet with Dan one more time. We're hoping to. She's seen a demo, but I think it's good for the newspaper team to kind of just for the Q&A.
Lauren, everybody attended the same demo. The one he gave on Friday. The Friday he was leaving. The demo that he gave. That's what I attended too. I didn't do anything different.
But we didn't see any of this in Mount.
Yeah, he
He
can
didn't
show it.
show any of that.
Oh no. He showed it actually. That
All he
was
had his
that was.
PowerPoint.
I'm sorry, I take
Yeah,
it back.
yeah.
Actually, that was mainly for shared services. But the following Monday, he gave a demo. I think Tracy sent video recording for that also. Let me check. But
Okay.
that was for all QA. The following Monday, I know you were there. I know Sharon was also there.
No.
Maybe Sharon wasn't,
no
but-
newspaper, because at the time you were testing it. We didn't send anybody.
Oh really? I thought all of you
Yes,
were
no, we
there.
didn't send-
Oh.
We didn't send anybody because at the time you were doing it.
Oh, okay.
Did they report that one?
Think so.
Probably Tracy. If Tracy was in charge, I think she would. So let me follow up with.
But in the shared services one, the recording that I sent to you that you put on Wiki,
Yeah.
this all is there. He
Is that the
demoed all
QA
this.
one or the shared
It
services
was
add-on?
technically for shared services, but he went through everything. Like he
Okay.
explained like I explained.
So let me see if I can find that. And then my concern more is I don't want to have us sending questions to Dan because I'd rather do something a little bit organized if we said, oh, we have we have a few questions and set a time just to make it easier on him. I don't want to.
Yep.
So let me find out from Tracy if I think she did. I want to say she sent out a link.
I think she
I'm
did.
almost
Let me
90
actually look through my email. I
Mhm.
probably have her email.
I think so. I
and
do too. And
if
then
I find it, I'll send it to you right away.
what we'll probably do then
Hello.
could set up a time and then we could have everybody watch it. Yeah, and then we can see what questions we have. And we can, if we need to talk to them, we'll figure out. So we should be okay for these first.
Before we end, I want to show one more thing, important thing. So if you're not seeing something, the debugging that we have done in Medley, not seeing an ad displaying, okay, go to console and look at the ad slot configuration. So there is nice log,
Sorry.
much better.
Veronica, I'm sorry, Veronica's asking something. Did she, no one can hear her.
Veronica, did you want to ask something?
I just feel like I'm not getting any love. I've been talking and no. I was just confirming it. It definitely was recorded. That's the link that Tracy sent out to all of us. Sharon was not there. I think she was out that day, but she did forward a link to us. It was like an hour presentation,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but we do have that link.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, there's crazy echo, so I'm turning this off.
Okay.
So if you go through the first video and the next video, 1 hour video, that will give you a lot of information. The first one, 3 hour meeting, you don't have to go through all of it, but he has gone significantly in detail about each ad slot, how the size is, size means, and all that. So this one, so this is the log. Like we have taxonomy ads log in Medley. This is the log for it. So you go here in console, and you can see there is a ad unit for it. This is the test network ID, and the breakpoints that we defined in the ad slots configuration file, they display here. And I said environ. This is what I'm talking about. This is set in DFP admin in the line item. And for slot configuration, everything we have defined in the configuration file is here. If you see WPO1, default size is this, and it's not a companion, it's not an out of page. Its name is WPO1. Size mappings are here 990. Use this size. 1, no size.
So they should always match what
Yes.
we've mapped in the ad config.
And if something's missing, very likely it won't show up here.
So you're saying you're looking at the console. Is this in the page source?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not in page source, console. In dev tools.
Oh, wait.
You can hit F12 and the console shows up.
Console, and then where? Oh,
At begin and okay.
So it, once the page loads, it goes all the way to the bottom. Just you need to scroll up quite a bit to see this
This
file.
is one
Yeah.
of the first things.
So there's PXO1, RDO1, MP00, HPO1, the one we went over.
what are you? Oh, news local. Okay.
So all these will show up here.
Do you recall what the group and companion means?
Companion is mainly for companion ads, which is for videos.
Videos?
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen companion used anywhere else. So when the video pre-roll ad shows up, that's matching HPO1 and RPO1 get
So,
triggered.
Not everything's done on this page. That's why it's saying
How about out of page?
undefined.
That's not being used. It's there in Harmony. It's set up, but it's not being used by us right now. Dan put it in there in case we AdOps decides to use it sometime. And at the bottom, it will show Harmony version. Oh, it went up. 4.0.1. I didn't know when he.
He's at 4 now.
Yeah. I hope he didn't make too many changes. I don't think he did. And then method tags version 3. In Medley, it used to say agility version, Harmony version. Now there is no agility, so it says method.
So it doesn't actually really show it.
Not in the source.
Oh, yeah.
Harmony 4.
Oh, it won't show up in source, by the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually looks like a bit of gobbledygook.
That's why.
In the console.
No, not console.
The
Well,
source view,
the
just,
source.
just straight
Oh,
view source.
But you just said something. Never mind. That you just said.
Any questions?
View source.
So yeah, so I think next up we'll look at the Dan's thing, and then if we have any further questions, we can figure it out. But I think we're set for our first 2 tickets. Really, I think we're set up just as long as we let everybody know how to do it. We should.
Yeah. I think so. And especially since we have ads flighted. What do you do when they run out? When the inventory runs out? Brett line item.
Generally does not run out. In test
No, it's
network,
something leaves
in test
open.
network,
Oh, okay.
we have set it to never overbook. I mean,
Yeah.
it just began.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here, thank you. I have to go get the
Yeah.
child laborers.
Yep.
Oh, here in 163, did you end it already?
I can.
No,
I was
don't
just gonna
yet.
ask that.
I was going to show you the PSD.
Oh, yeah.
Lon, this is what I'm talking about. It's there. See, she has put so nicely all the.
I saw it a second ago. You had it.
Yeah,
We hit the.
there.
Yeah, I just want to get those in a. Cool. I'll work on them.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're
I think we're set.
welcome.
All right.
Cool.